I received notice that we had a match for the DNA, and it came back to your son. You hear?
These parents were just informed their son is involved with a 4-year-old kidnapping case. 4 years earlier, in 2013, 20-year-old Amber Smith was drugged, assaulted, and left for dead by her attacker, but she survived.
The victim was found naked and duct-taped near Cottonwood Glen Park.
She'd been strangled and left here for dead. It was beyond anything that I would imagine.
I thought that was my last moment on earth.
For more than 4 years, her attacker managed to get away from the police and continue his terror.
I was terrified that he was going to strike again. He had left me for dead, and then the fact that I was alive, I definitely thought he was still lurking, still trying to find me.
But in August of 2017, he made a crucial mistake that would finally lead the police to someone Amber knew very well.
Oh my God. She's like, I know him.
Yeah?
Yeah, so the police contacted me and said your DNA matched up.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, Amber, that's...
What do you mean you don't know? It doesn't just...
I don't know, Amber. I don't know.
The year is 2013. In the college town of Fort Collins, Colorado, 20-year-old single mom Amber Smith is working hard to make ends meet at a local 7-Eleven. On a casual Friday night of August 30th, she decides to go out drinking with her friend. Little does she know, her life is about to take a disturbing turn for the worse. Several hours later, at 4 in the morning, police receive multiple 911 calls reporting a woman screaming for help. As the police officers arrive at the scene, they can see a naked, bound woman covered in blood.
The red that I was seeing was a red duct tape. Her hands just bound in duct tape. Her hair matted across her face. It was beyond anything that I would imagine. She'd been strangled and left here for dead.
While he leans down to assist, another officer takes a series of photos. The victim is Amber Smith. The officer helps her into the patrol car and speeds toward the hospital. On the way, he asks her to tell him what happened.
I'm worried that she has some major internal brain bleed or trauma that she might not recover from, so we are just frantic trying to get any and all information that we can from her. Because is she going to be able to survive this?
She had suffered from a broken jaw, a brain bleed. One of her eyes was almost swollen shut. She had these ligature marks on her neck where you could tell she had been strangled.
After doctors examine her head injury and treat her other wounds as thoroughly as possible, a detective visits Amber to look for the person who did this to her. Frightened and under the